Welcome back to Mark Wilson at Slowpoke Racing. We are with the Ultimate Racing League and this is the Sunday evening challenge. We're with the League One guys and we are at the high speed ring in Japan. This is the reverse track, so we're going clockwise, and as you can see it is very wet. Should be a really interesting race, this one, with the weather being what it is, and it doesn't look like it's going to let up anytime soon, so it could be with us for the entire race. So we will go down the grid order. The positions are as they finished in race one. So Bailey on pole after a good win from him. Aaron, great job to get himself into second. Smith in third, Woodrow in fourth, Toten fifth, Grasshopper is sixth, Dyson seventh, Toby eighth, Love Rocket Rods ninth, Harry Poppins 10th, Chuck 11th, and Unforgiven in 12th. So rolling start in these very wet conditions. Bailey to get us underway. We will just wait for the klaxon to sound, and we are off as Bailey leads us down into turn one. Aaron trying to make a move there, but Bailey seemed to cut across him and shut the door on him. Aaron has got himself in front. They are almost side by side. There is quite a bit of lag going on, but Aaron has got himself in front as they go through the tunnel for the first time. And out the other side, you need to get on the brakes early, otherwise you are not going to make that turn in these conditions. So Aaron leads us through. Oh, somebody went wide there, and it was Love Rocket Rods. Dyson with a half second or 1.5 seconds. Wow, what happened there? The Dyson side by side with Toby as we approach turn one. Well, I can only imagine that would be for a barrier collision, but I've seen in other races people have actually been wall riding and got away with it. So that's unlucky for Dyson. A 1.5 second penalty, that's a bit harsh, I think. Especially, like I say, considering we have seen some wall riding take place. But it is what it is. Dyson finds himself in 8th. Everybody fighting the cars as they try and get round that turn. He's sliding around all over the place, so Dyson will serve his penalty, which is going to put him right down the order. Chuck trying to get in the slipstream of Love Rocket Rods. As you can see, Dyson falling away in the distance there. Toby getting onto the back of Chuck. Let's go on board with Chuck. You can see the busy darts to the inside of Love Rocket Rods to take turn one. Well, that's a great move from Toby. I'm not quite sure where he came from. We will go back out and have a look at that. So Toby was sat behind Chuck. As we entered turn one, Toby stays on the outside, follows Love Rocket Rods, and then carries on all the way around. What a great move. So he's managed to take 2 positions in one turn, so great move from Toby. Excuse me. So Harry Poppins in 10th, Dyson in 11th after serving that penalty, and then Unforgiven with a penalty as well. So could that be for the same thing? Oh, going back too far. I'm just going to have a look at this camera angle to see. I'm pretty sure it's going to be for the same thing. Yeah, He's got himself stuck on the barrier, and that's what it's for, a 1.5. As Dyson goes by saying, yep, I did that as well. So that's unlucky for that, and Bailey the same. So everybody seems to be picking up the penalty. Whether the penalties, the setting has been changed to try and prevent wall riding, I don't know, but you can see Bailey has picked himself a penalty up. He's going to serve that, which is going to allow Aaron to stretch out even further. Smith in third. Is he going to take his teammate? He should do. Yes, he has. So Smith now moves up into second. Bailey in third. He's coming under pressure now from Wadru and Toten. So Wadru manages to get his nose in front of the Genesis as they approach turn 1 for the third time, side by side. Bailey just getting his nose back in front again. So Wadru has to slot behind him. That's allowed Toten to get even closer. As we come out of that tunnel, Toten is right up the business end of that Porsche now. As they take the S's and across the bridge. Some good racing from these guys in the wet. It does look like we've had a casualty at the back there. Oh, it's Grasshopper. Now, as we come out of the tunnel, this seems to be catching so many people out. Yeah, we've come out of the tunnel. You go from the dry straight onto the wet, and a good job he ghosted there. That could have been quite a pile up. Now, has he stalled? What's happening? No, he may just be waiting for Unforgiven, who's picked up a 3-second penalty. I can't keep up with this. We must have seen about 10 minutes worth of penalties so far. So Aaron out in front, opening up quite a gap. Back to Smith. Just have a look at the tyres. So Aaron's on the full wets. Smith on the full wets, same as Bailey. Wadru, Toten, all on the wets. Nobody brave enough to go with the intermediates, I don't think. Toby also on the full wets. Oh, getting a big slide on. I was just about to say he's managed to hold it. Into turn 1. Onto the brakes. Oh, he's trying to avoid that barrier. And unfortunately gets a slide. As he corrects it, it just unsettles the car and off he goes. 360. But back up and running again. That has cost him a few places. That was unlucky, Toby. So what's going on? Alright, let's have a look then. So Aaron, no problems for Aaron at the minute. Smith and Bailey. Bailey right at the back of Smith now. So do they work together again? It looks like they're going to. Yeah, there's a little nudge from Bailey on Smith. He now put, oh no, he's going for it. As Bailey tries to take second position from his teammate. Oh, and Smith, bit of wall riding from Smith. Maybe he was trying to avoid his teammate. But he's picked up a 1.5 second penalty for his trouble. I'm sure there's a few choice words being said under the visor of that helmet at the minute. That's going to cost him a few spots, that will. He's got Woodrow and Toten not far behind. Excuse me. So you can see the bar on Smith's car starting to fill up. As we come to the penalty zone, Smith does the right thing and pulls to the inside. But there's Woodrow and Toten both gone through. So after serving that penalty, Smith takes up 5th position. Just fortunate for him, there is a bit of a gap back to Chuck in 6th. He's having a bit of a battle with Love Rocket Rods. Love Rocket Rods pulls out. It's a drag race. Into turn 1, Love Rocket Rods just in front. No, Chuck managing to go round the outside. Good move from Chuck to regain 6th position. We've got Hairy Poppins, Dyson and Toby all having their own little battle here at the back. You can see that Lambo sliding again. I thought the Lamborghinis were 4-wheel drive. I thought they'd have been very well suited to these conditions. So Toby now getting into the slipstream of Hairy Poppins. Always having a look before they get to the end of the final turn. Oh, bit of door bashing there. But maybe Hairy Poppins is just going to slot in behind him and then make the move. No, they decided they're going to have a drag race. Toby on the inside, takes it. Good racing from the guys there, nice and clean. As we follow Chuck and Love Rocket Rods through the S's and onto the bridge. As we go up, Toten has got by Woodrow. Let's just have a look and see if we can see when that was. No, it's a long way back. But Toten now into 3rd. So our race leader Aaron out on his own. You could just see Bailey come round the turn. Aaron with the fastest lap so far, 1:17.2. Bailey's fastest lap so far is 1:17.9. Bailey currently sitting in 2nd. Toten in 3rd. His fastest is a 1:18.3. So still pretty quick for these guys in these conditions. As I say, it doesn't look like the weather's going to be changing anytime soon. Oh, Toten getting on the curb there. You need to be careful with those curbs. They are very, very slippy in these conditions. Woodrow trying to catch back up again. You can see the traction control working overtime as the guys go through these S's. Smith in 5th. Not a position he's used to finding himself. Then we've got quite a gap then back to Chuck, who's leading this little pack. So Chuck in 6th, Toby 7th. Love Rocket Rods 8th. Harry Poppins in 9th. Dyson down in 10th. Then we've got a big gap back to Unforgiven in 11th and Grasshopper in 12th. These two not enjoying this track this evening. Both had big slides and big crashes and penalties as well. So we've got a GT40 at one end and a GT40 at the other end. So just over halfway, we've got about 9.5 minutes of this race to go. Aaron keeping it nice and clean out in front, Bailey in second. There is a little bit of a gap back to Totem in third. Then we've got Woodrow and Smith battling it out, fourth and fifth. It looks like Smith has managed to get himself in front of Woodrow. Woodrow just having to slot in behind as they go through turn 1 for the 10th time. So these guys really pushing it even in these conditions. Into the tunnel, hard on the brakes before you get out. So Smith will now be looking at chasing Totem down. He'll want to get himself back on the podium. Quite a gap back then to Chuck in 6th. We've got Love Rocket Rods in 7th still. I'm just having a look to see where the battles may be taking place, and I think well, it's certainly not at the front. Aaron really enjoying himself out there. He's not letting up either. Another 117.4. That's 1, 2, 3. That's about the last 3 laps have been 117s. I think this is where the battle is going to be for third. Totem looking comfortable at the minute, but we've got Smith and Woodrow chasing him down. And what we'll do is I'm just going to go on board with Aaron as we do a lap from a driver's point of view. Got a wall riding session there. I hope not. Right, let's just go back and have a look. Keeps the car very high and wide. No, it was a good clean turn. Well done, Aaron. So that's how it should be done. Bailey's his nearest rival, and there's quite a good gap. Unfortunately, we can't see what the gap is in time wise, but there is quite a decent gap. So Toten in third. Oh, and Smith has picked up a half-second penalty. What was that for? Well, I don't know. So we've got no penalty there. We've come out of the tunnel. We've gone round the right-hander. Oh, it may be track limits there. I think it may have just been track limits as he got his wheels across the line. So that's a half-second penalty for Smith then in fourth. So is that going to let Woodrow through? So let's have a look. It will definitely let Woodrow through. So all Smith can do is hope to get onto the back of Woodrow and get a bit of a tow, get back in the slipstream. Well, unfortunately that penalty has not helped Smith's cause of trying to catch up with Toten and get himself that third podium position. So Smith's got it all to do again to get past Woodrow. And I'm just looking at the map in the top right and everybody is so spread out. I think these two are the only guys actually racing at the minute. We'll have a quick rundown. Chuck's on his own. Toby's on his own. We've got Harry Poppins and Love Rocket Rods. Close but not quite battling yet. Got Dyson, he's all on his own. Grasshopper. Grasshopper unfortunately is way down the list, as is Unforgiven. And you can see he's got Aaron just coming up behind him, so Unforgiven could end up being lapped. We've now hit the 17-minute mark, so 3 minutes left. There's quite a bit of lag there on Aaron's car. So I'm just getting messages coming through. Let's just get down the order then. Bailey in second. Let's go back to where the fight seems to be. Woodrow and Smith. Woodrow still manages to hold Smith off. So let's go on board with Smith. Now I can't tell if he's in the slipstream or not. I think he may just be. As we go around the final turn onto the home straight. This is where he needs to be making up ground. I think he is gaining. He is gaining, but can't quite get close enough just yet as we approach the 19-minute mark, so we are into the last minute of the race. Now, unless Woodrow makes a mistake, I'm not sure Smith's going to get close enough to him. He really needs to get it done this lap. We'll just stick with these two for a minute. Let's go on board with Woodrow. You can see Smith He's definitely in the slipstream now. And I think Smithy's going to make it. He is. He's going to get the move done before they hit turn 1. So that is now time. So let's just have a look. I think it's Chuck. Yeah, Chuck crosses the line in 6. Excuse me. Harry Poppins is going to take 7th with Love Rocket Rods in 8th and Dyson 9th. Toby takes 10th. Grasshopper is going to come home in 11th. Oh, yellow flag. Oh, I think that was because Toby did a bit of a slide across the line, so Grasshopper gets 11th. Unforgiven has just been overtaken, so let's just go. Oh. So Aaron takes the win in this second race in the wet conditions, so well done to Aaron. Bailey is going to bring it home in 2nd. A good result for Bailey. Toten, fantastic race from Toten. It's great to see him back up on the podium. So well done to Toten. Smithy's going to take 4th. Woodrow is going to take 5th. And then Grasshopper 11th and Unforgiven 12th. So that was race 2. Join us again very shortly for race 3, which will be the final race of this week 7.